Hello and welcome to the latest BEVA COVID update on the 7th of May. As I'm sure you're aware, we've had no massive developments over the last week or 10 days. Everyone seems to be waiting on the Prime Minister's speech this Sunday. Racing and equestrian sports are busy planning resumptions to competition. Racing in particular is looking at a best case scenario of returning to behind closed doors racing towards the end of May or the beginning of June. But less positively, there are welfare concerns out there that in some parts of the industry, not the racing industry, the general horse industry, horse owning businesses are getting closer and closer to the precipice of bankruptcy. So we quite like members, if they come across areas of the horse industry which they believe are under real threat and likely to create welfare issues, that they let us know and we can feed that into government. We deal with government fairly regularly. We have weekly update meetings with DEFRA, which are primarily to do with COVID at the moment, obviously. And we also have regular meetings with others across the industry. So our most recent meeting with the RCVS team was a virtual meeting last Friday where we discussed potential changes to guidance for vets, as well as the results of the latest RCVS survey, which rather depressingly for equine practices showed that equine practices were hardest hit of all the practices financially, showing 65% of equine practices' turnover had dropped by 75% or more since the start of COVID-19, and that compared to 20% of small animal practices. We're sort of acutely conscious of the challenges that practices are facing, and partly as a result of that, we've submitted alongside the British Horse Council furlough case studies of vets and furlough recommendations, and that has gone into DEFRA, both the COVID-19 Animal Hub and the Business Hub at DEFRA, along with submissions to the Treasury, DCMS and the DWP. We've also, as I'm sure, or I hope you're aware, surveyed members on the effect of COVID-19 on them and their attitudes and views to where we should be going. And we'll be seeking further input from members at an online forum next Tuesday, where we'll be discussing the results and giving people the opportunity to comment and ask questions. Keep an eye out on the BEVA news and on social media, and there'll be links to how to join that conference. Again, as I said, 8 p.m. next Tuesday. The other thing that I think has been heavy on our minds over the last week has been the wider effects of stopping certain procedures, such as pre-purchase examinations, on the equine industry as a whole. And we've also looked at how and when it might be appropriate for our guidance to evolve to take account of some of those wider impacts, both on our side of the industry and on the bigger picture. I hope that helps a little bit. I hope everyone is well. Good luck and take care.